Policymakers, investors, businesses, and their customers agree that we must reduce CO2 emissions to protect our environment for future generations. Fortunately, producing fossil fuel energy and reducing emissions are not mutually exclusive. Carbon capture and sequestration, or CCS, is a proven technology that allows key industries to operate while decreasing their carbon footprint. In fact, the US is a leader in the capture and injection of carbon dioxide, having successfully executed projects for over 30 years. There are 4 key steps to the carbon capture and sequestration process. Separate the carbon dioxide from other substances. Compress it from a gas into a liquid, transport it through a pipeline, and inject it deep underground for permanent sequestration. Milestone Environmental Services is an experienced energy waste disposal provider with a successful track record of helping hundreds of customers by sequestering over 2 million tons of CO2 emissions since 2014. Milestone Environmental Services capabilities include securing access to land with attractive geology, navigating permitting and regulatory processes, drilling and operating injection wells, managing injection sites and related long-term risks, and meeting and exceeding customers' needs. Milestone Carbon applies its parent company expertise and takes those strengths and relates them to CCS. From start to finish, we know how to reliably sequester CO2. Milestone Carbon applies Milestone's extensive experience of evaluating subsurface geologies to find attractive sequestration sites. We're a team of specialists safely and securely drill injection wells for permanent sequestration of the carbon. Milestone Carbon then partners with industrial emitters who capture CO2 from their emission sources and compress it into a liquid. Milestone Carbon transports the CO2 to an injection site via pipeline, just like the millions of tons of liquid CO2 that have been safely transported in pipelines in the US in the past 30-plus years. The CO2 is safely injected more than a mile below the Earth's surface, where Milestone Carbon continuously manages and monitors its wells to minimize risks and ensure the sequestering of the carbon forever. Throughout the process, from permitting through operations, Milestone Carbon remains actively engaged with landowners as well as state and federal regulators and authorities, including the EPA, to ensure every project meets or exceeds strict requirements for reliable and responsible operations. Sequestered CO2 generates value for its stakeholders via tax and fuel credits and the voluntary carbon offset market, as well as helping them reach net zero goals. Most importantly, Milestone Carbon and its partners contribute to mitigating climate risk by lowering CO2 levels in the atmosphere and cleaning up energy.